inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
41-yard line.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw again. Newton. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Newton on 1st down. He had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Taylor Gabriel.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, Newton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any. Can find it. He lost the football. It's out. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone call because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, they've got his man complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 57 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
Wow. That's good.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 3.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Madison. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
Here's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Panthers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011. And, partner, touchdown, Carolina! Mecole Hardman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Brandon, that's what I call an oak tree play. That quarterback just stood in there, absorbed the hit, and still was able to deliver the ball downfield.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Steps away to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area. And
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Mecole Hardman, 79 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll be upended at the
33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Alexander Madison, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Newton finding Gabriel, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
For a Minnesota Vikings.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And at the 50-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Newton complete. Jefferson the target. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the right side, complete to Jefferson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Newton. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game.
For the point after.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Nicole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
At their own 25.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Carolina.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On first down, it's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just short of midfield. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Not much there, only a yard. Throwing again on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Now Jackson on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Panthers 35, Vikings 17. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton.
Flushed out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
That means time.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman, 55 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Panthers 49, Vikings 17. Joey Sly to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
The ball carrier.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Newton on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he'll take it on out to the 20-yard line.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good contact. to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And they will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Complete.
Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Ball carrier. Troy Pride on the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. From the gun, Newton. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allow them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
11 yards there, 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Vikings.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's caught like the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Taking a deep shot, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away. Now he'll pull it, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a while? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the handoff, it's Madison. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
He was taken down.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Another carry now for Madison. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 3. It's 4th down.
One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Final score, Panthers.
A big offensive explosion. Next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside